Hello students, welcome to CD Patshale. In today's class, we shall discuss one worksheet that is passing package for midterm exam or your SA1 examination. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಕಷ್ಟವಾಗಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೈಯರ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸೇ ಬಂದಿರಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬರೋಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಥರ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆ ಥರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ನ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ನಾವು. ಓಕೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂಥವ್ರು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಶೀಟ್. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಈವನ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇರೋರು ಕೂಡ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. ಐ ಮೀನ್ ಈ ಥರದ್ದು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅವರು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ನೌ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಪ್ರೂವ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೂಟ್ 5 ಈಸ್ ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್. ಇದೇ ತರ ನಿಮಗೆ ರೂಟ್ 2 ಈಸ್ ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ರೂಟ್ 3 ಈಸ್ ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ವಿತ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೂಟ್ 5 ಈಸ್ ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್ ಆರ್ ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಲಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೂರಕ್ಕೂ, ರೂಟ್ 2ಗೆ, ರೂಟ್ 3ಗೆ, ರೂಟ್ 5ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಒಂದೇ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಅದರ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಈಸಿಲಿ. Okay, so let us go with this problem now, that is prove that root 5 is irrational number. Let us prove this by contradiction method. What is contradiction method? Contradiction method ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಾವೀಗ ರೂಟ್ 5 ನ ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಫೈನಲಿ ಬೈ ಆಲ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೆ ಇದು ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, so if it is not possible to say it as a rational number, that would be an irrational number. Okay, so ಇದು rational number ಅಲ್ವೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆದಾಗ then what can we conclude? We can conclude it is an irrational number. So this method is called contradiction method. So here we need to prove root 5 is irrational number. 5 is an irrational number, or root 5 is irrational. Okay, so let us prove this by contradiction method. Prove this by contradiction method. Contradiction method. So let us assume now root 5 is a rational number. Yes, you know what are rational numbers. If any number that can be expressed in P by Q form or A by B form where the denominator is not equal to 0, then we call that number as a rational number. So let us consider now, let us assume root 5 is a rational number. So how can we write now? Root 5 is a rational number. Rational number. So let us write root 5 is equal to P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0, and one more thing we have to assume, P and Q are co-prime numbers. Okay, and P and Q are co-prime numbers. What are co-prime numbers? Co-prime numbers are the numbers which do not have any common factor other than 1. For example, if I take 35 by 36, here 35 and 36, both of them do not have any common factor other than 1, isn't it? ಯಾವ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Or we can take 2 by 3, or we can take 9 by 11. Okay, no, they need not be prime. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಮತ್ತೆ 3 prime numbers, but ಇಲ್ಲಿ 35 and 36 they are not prime numbers, but they are co-prime numbers because They do not have any common factor other than 1. 1 ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ common factor ಇದೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ common factor ಇರಲ್ಲ. So these type of numbers are called co-prime numbers. So now here let us assume P and Q are co-prime numbers. So first assumption is it is a rational number in the form of P by Q, and second assumption is P and Q are co-prime numbers. Okay, now let us continue further. So square on both the sides now. Let us take squaring both the sides. Squaring both the sides. We can write this as root 5 whole square is equal to P square by Q square. So root 5 whole square is what? 5. So 5 is equal to P square by Q square. Now see this, P square by Q square. So P square is divisible by Q square. So let us write the same as 5Q square is equal to P square, or Q square is equal to what? P square divided by 5. So Q square is equal to P square by 5. Let us take this as equation 1. Okay, so I got this by transposing. Okay, Q square is LHS bantu, 5 goes to RHS. So what do you say now? P square is divisible by 5. Okay, iga suppose P square is 625. If 625 is divisible by 5, yes, you know it is divisible by 5 because the number ending with 5, isn't it? Then what about square root of 625? How much? The P value how much? It is 25, isn't it? 25 are 25 is also divisible by 5, no? Yes. So same thing holds good here also. That is, if P square is divisible by 5, P is also divisible by 5. Let us write that now. So by equation 1 we can write, therefore P square is divisible by 5, and so P is also divisible by 5. Divisible by 5. Let us consider this result as equation 2. Okay, this is result 2, this is result 1. Okay, equation 1 or result 1. This is result 2. Since P is divisible by 5, it is nothing but what? A multiple of 5. That means 5 ones are table and baratte. So let us write P is equal to 5C. Okay, so let P is equal to 5C, multiple of 5. Okay, so let us assume this now in equation 1. Okay, so in equation 1, by substituting in equation 1 or result 1, we get Q square is equal to P square. It is equal to 5C whole square by 5. So 5C whole square is 25C square by 5. So this is nothing but what? 5 5s are 25C square. So Q square is equal to 5C square. Okay. So what is Q now here? Q square is equal to 5C square. So Q is equal to what? Square root of this. So Q square is equal to 5C square. So this implies, by this we can write this as C square is equal to Q square by 5 by transposing. Okay, so C square is equal to Q square by 5. So Q square is divisible by 5. So what do you say about Q? Just like this, Q is also divisible by 5. So Q square is divisible by 5. so that Q is also divisible by 5. Q is divisible by 5. So this is result 3. Okay, result 3. So result 2 says that P is divisible by 5. Here result 3 that says that Q is also divisible by 5. See, the first statement, what have we assumed here? P and Q are co-prime numbers. That means they do not have any other common factor other than 1. But here by 2 and 3, they have one more common factor, which is that 5. Okay, 5 is also a common factor for P and Q. So what is this? This contradicts our statement, isn't it? Now ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ತಾಳೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So since the statements are contradicting each other, we can conclude root 5 is an irrational number. So let us write that now. By the statements, here 2 and 3, by statements 2 and 3, we can say P and Q have another factor, which is that it is 5. That is 5. This contradicts our assumption. This contradicts our assumption. This contradicts our assumption. What was our assumption? Root 5 is a rational number. Assumption that root 5 is a rational number. Rational. So what do you conclude now? Therefore, we conclude that root 5 is irrational. Is an irrational number. Irrational number. Hence proved. Hence proved. So this is one of the important question. So similarly root 3 ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಇದೇ ತರ ನೀವು multiples of 3 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. 2 ಬಂದ್ರೆ root 2 is irrational ಬಂದಾಗ you will get another factor, which is that 2. Now let us go with second question. Yes, ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೇಳೋಕೆ ಮರ್ತೆ ನಾನು ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್, ಈ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ನಾನು PDF ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್, ಫೈಂಡ್ LCM and HCF of the numbers 336 and 54 by prime factorization. Very simple method. Okay, so second one. So LCM and HCF of which two numbers? 336 and 54. Okay, given numbers are 336 and 54. Prime factorization, it is mentioned. So what to do now? We have to factorize them separately. So first let me take 336 and factorize it. It's an even number, so we can factorize by 2. So here 2 ones are, here 13, 2 6 are 12, again 1 remains 16, 2 8s are 16, 2 8s are 2 4s are, then 2 4s are 2 2s are, 2 2s are 2 1s are. Now which table? We can use 3 1s are table, 3 7s are and 7 1s are. Okay, now let us factorize 54. Okay, this is also an even number, so we can factorize by 2. The 2 2s are 7s are 27s are. So here now which table? We can use 3 1s are table, 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 9 and 3 1s are 3. Okay, so we have all the prime factors of 336 and 54. Let us express them as the product of their prime factors. So 336 can be written as here 2 1 2 3 4. Okay, 2 multiplied 4 times. So 2 to the power of 4 into 3, that means 3 to the power of 1, and into 7, that is also 7 to the power of 1. Other one, 56 can be written as only one time 2, we have 2 into 3 times 3, so 3 cube. Now, how to find HCF or highest common factor? Yes, we can find highest common factor by choosing the common factors, okay, with least power. Okay, isn't it? Product of the common factors in both the numbers with the least powers. Okay, so HCF of 336 and 54 is here 2 to the power of 4. Power is 4. Here 2 means 2 to the power of 1. So 2 is common factor. Least power is 1. So we should write 2 only here. 2. Next, 3 common factors. Here we have single 3 or power 1. Here 3 cube. So least power is 1. So into 3. 7. Here we have 7, but here we don't have 7. So that is not a common factor. So what is the product? Product is 2 3s are 6. So HCF of 336 and 54 is equal to 6. LCM now. LCM of 336 and 54 is equal to. Yes, how to find LCM? We have to take all the prime factors, okay, in with highest power. So here we have 2 to the power of 4, 3 and 7. Here 2 to the power of 1 and 3 cube. 2 to the power of 4 and 2, which is highest power? 4. So that is 2 to the power of 4 is one of the factor into here 3 and 3 cube. Which is the highest? Which has the highest power? 3 cube. So common multiple, least common multiple in this is 3 cube into, here we have 7. Here we don't have 7, but we need to write all the factors. Okay, so we must write 7 also. So 2 to the power of 4 is 16 into 3 cube is 27 into 7. So that product is called what? LCM of 336 and 54. Here 16 7s are how much? 16 6 are 96. 16 7s are 112 into 27. Multiply now. So multiply this. What do we get? 7 2s are 14, 7 1s are 7 plus 1, 8, 7 1s are 7, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2, so 4, 8 plus 4 12, 7 plus 1 8 plus 2 10 and 2 plus 1 3, 3024. Okay, so LCM of 336 and 54 is equal to how much? 3024. Okay, next question is third one. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial 3x square minus x minus 4 and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. Okay, so third question, we need to find zeros means what? Roots of the equation, quadratic polynomial. Okay, so that is 3x square minus x minus 4. Okay, this is a quadratic polynomial given. To find the root, what should be done? We have to equate this to 0. Okay, so let us equate this now. Let us take 3x square minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. Yes, you have learned splitting the middle term method, or you have also learned the factorization of the trinomials, okay, or quadratic polynomial. So yes, let us take 3 and 4. Now here coefficient of x square is 3 and constant, that is c, is equal to -4. So -4 into 3, what do we get? -4 into 3 is equal to -12. Which are the factors of 12? Factors of 12 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. These are the factors. By taking any two factors, we have to get -1 as the middle term and product must be equal to -12. To have negative product, both the number factors must be having unlike signs. I mean, one should be plus, other should be minus. Here we have minus sign. Sum is negative. To have negative sign in the sum, we must have the greater number with the negative sign, isn't it? So let us check that now. So choose any two factors from this now. Let me take 4 and 3. 4 3s are 12, you know. And 4 minus 3 is equal to how much? 1. Okay. So since we need here -1, minus x means what? -1x. So greater number must have minus sign. So it is -4. -4 plus 3. How much it is? -1. And -4 into 3. What do we get? -12 as the product. Okay, -12 as the product. So which are the two factors? -4 and +3. So let us split the middle term now using these factors. So we can write this as 3x square minus 4x plus 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. Now let us group them and factorize. So 3x square minus 4x, x is common factor. Let us take it out. So here 3x minus 4. Here 3x minus 4 we have already. So what is the factor? Common factor is 1. Highest common factor HCF of 3x and 4 is nothing but 1. So inside the bracket I write 3x minus 4. Okay, so 3x minus 4 is common in this expression now. So 3x minus 4 is one of the common factor into other one is x plus 1. Okay, x plus 1. Both are equal to 0. Now let us use zero product rule. That means here 3x minus 4 is equal to 0 and x plus 1 is also equal to 0. So 3x minus 4 is equal to 0. That is 3x is equal to what? Plus 4. X is equal to 4 by 3. Here x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 1. So which are the zeros of this polynomial? Zeros of this polynomial 3x square minus x minus 4 are 4 by 3 and minus 1. Okay, so zeros of this polynomial or roots of this polynomial. Therefore, zeros of the given polynomial are 4 by 3 and other one minus 1. These are zeros of the polynomial. Yes. Now continuation of the question. We have to check the relationship between these zeros or roots and the coefficients of the polynomial, coefficient of the variables given in the polynomial. This is of the form ax square plus bx plus c. In 3x square minus x minus 4, a is equal to, that is ax square 3 plus bx. So here b is equal to minus 1 plus c is equal to minus 4. Now let us verify the relationship between the zeros of the polynomial and their coefficients. Okay, coefficients are given now. A is equal to 3, b is equal to minus 1 and c is equal to minus 4. and roots or zeros of this polynomial. Let us consider them. Alpha is equal to 4 by 3 and beta, the second zero or second root, is equal to minus 1. Is what does that relationship say? That is alpha plus beta, that is sum of the zeros or sum of the roots is equal to what? Minus b by a. And their product, that is alpha into beta, is equal to c by a. Now let us prove this now. Alpha plus beta. So let us take LHS of this now. That is alpha plus beta is equal to, we get 4 by 3 plus of minus 1. Okay, so 3 is LCM or common denominator. So I write 4 minus 3 by 3. It is equal to 1 by 3. Now, yes, minus b by a, RHS. Okay, so RHS now, this is LHS. Okay, RHS is b minus b by a. Yes, what is minus b by a here? Minus of minus 1 it is. Minus of minus 1. What is a? A is equal to 3. So minus of minus 1 is plus 1. So 1 by 3. See here? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. So one of the result is verified. Next, second one. What is that? Alpha into beta is equal to, that is product is equal to what? C by a. Okay, now alpha beta is equal to c by a. Let us check now. That is alpha into beta. Yes, that is 4 by 3 into minus 1 is equal to minus 4 by 3. Then c by a. So c by a is equal to, yes, it is c value how much? Minus 4. Okay, by a value how much? It is 3. So this is also proved. So we have verified the result. Thus result is proved or result is verified. So you write LHS is equal to RHS here also. So the result is verified. So this is one of the important question. ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಈ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರೈಸೇಷನ್ ನೀವು 9th ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಾ, 8th ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, 9th ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. So now this method can be used easily. After finding zeros, it is very simple, isn't it? Just finding the sum and product. So this comes under one of the question in a passing package. Now let us go with next question, that is fourth question. On comparing the ratios of the coefficients, find out whether the following pair of linear equations intersect at a point or parallel or coincident. Okay, we have learned some criteria to say this, isn't it? If the coefficients a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, equations intersect each other. Similarly, if all three ratios a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, if all three ratios are equal, okay, then the lines coincident or the equations coincident each other. Next, one more result. What is that? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and that is not equal to c1 by c2. In that case, the lines are parallel or equations, the lines obtained by the equations are parallel. Okay, so let us prove that now. First one in that pair of equations given is 5x minus 4y plus 8 is equal to 0. 7x plus 6y minus 9 is equal to 0. Okay, so let us write the coefficients here. a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. Okay, so let us write a1 by a2. That is equal to how much here? 5 by 7, coefficients of x. Okay, then b1 by b2, that is coefficient of y, minus 4. Here it is 6. This is equal to 2 2s are 2 3s are minus 2 by 3. By this only we get the result. 5 by 7 is not equal to minus 2 by 3. So what do you say? A1 by A2 is not equal to A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. So what do you conclude? These equations or the lines obtained by these equations are intersecting each other. Therefore, the equations intersect each other. The pair of linear equations intersect at a point. Intersect at a point. In such cases, we can find a solution also, but that is not asked here. Okay, second one. It is 9x plus 3y. 9x plus 3y is equal to minus 12. 18x plus 6y plus 24 is equal to 0. Okay, these two are the equations given. We can write this 9x plus 3y is equal to minus 12 as what? We can write 9x plus 3y plus 12 is equal to 0, isn't it? So this can be written as 9x plus 3y. That is, this equation can be written as 9x plus 3y plus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, now let us write the ratios. Here this is A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. So A1 by A2 is equal to 9 by 18. What is the simplest form? It is 9 ones are 9 twos are. Then B1 by B2 is equal to S3 by 6. So 3 by 6 is also equal to 3 ones are 3 twos are 1 by 2. We got two ratios equal. So by this we cannot conclude. We have to go with third ratio also. What is that? Here 12 divided by 24. So C1 by C2 is equal to 12 by 24. This is also equal to 1 by 2. Okay, so what do you say? All three ratios are equal. So what can we conclude? We can conclude that here these on the lines obtained by these two equations or this pair of equations are coinciding each other. Okay, lying one on another. Okay, so write the result. Since A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2, we can conclude, we say the lines are coinciding each other. We say the equations or the lines obtained by the equations coincide each other. In case here this C1 by C2 is not equal with these two ratios, then what do you conclude? The lines are parallel or the equations are parallel. Okay, so this type of questions are important. Same question ನಿಮಗೆ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಬರೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ MCQ ಕೂಡ ಬರಬಹುದು. MCQ ಗೆ suppose 4 equations ಕೊಟ್ಟು find which of the following pair of linear equations are intersecting or which of the following pair of equations form coinciding lines or which of the following equations are parallel. Okay, so this type of questions are asked. So your simple thing is you need to find the ratios and decide. ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಪೇರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇದೇ ತರ ಎಸ್ ವೆದರ್ ಚೆಕ್ ವೆದರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ or ಚೆಕ್ ವೆದರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಸೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಕೇಳೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ತರ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. MCQ ಅಥವಾ fill in the blanks ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ it would be for 1 mark. So let us conclude today's class. In the next class I'll come with some more questions in passing package. So keep waiting. So let us end today's session. Thank you and bye bye.